G'day viewers and welcome to round 10 of the Valhalla Gamer Championship Season 2. My name's Stairs and as always I'm joined in the commentary box by Madbird. Thank you. Having a look at the championship point situation going into round 10 here, we've got Kron in the Caterham with a 7-point lead, or rather 8-point lead over JJ in the Red Bull. Stairs in third with 122 points. So it'll be interesting to see, Madbird, what happens in qualifying.
It will be. It's Xerus has been qualifying really well the last few races, but has just been dropping off a bit in the races themselves. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, well, Xerus scored his second pole of the season after China, and he has really been mega in qualifying. So a 1 minute 19 for Xerus puts him on the front of the grid.
Untouchable. That's 1.1 seconds up on Kron, who's usually our pole position getter, with Stairs just behind him, 1.2 seconds down.
I would just like to say that's probably the biggest gap we've seen to second place all season long, I think. So that's well done to Xerus there. Madbird, he heads up fourth in the Lotus.
Yep, we've got Rambo right behind Madbird, not much between them, about a 10th. With a Raider behind him, about 2/3 down, 2/10ths down rather. Still out qualifying his teammate Megatron most of the time.
Yep, JJ starting from 7th. That won't do his championship any favours as he wants to close the gap on Kron. Goofball 2 seconds down in the Williams. Megatron once more out qualified by Radar there in 9th place.
Yep, and we've got Fraggles down in a 10th place. So that's 4 seconds down on the pace, and Bagsy, who was having some steering wheel issues, 21 seconds down on the pace in 11th.
Yeah, had a few issues there.
Yeah, that's just a couple.
Needless to say. So here we are on the grid. Madbird in 4th. Stairs in 3rd. We've got Kron and Xerus up ahead. Here come the lights.
And we're off.
We are racing in Hungary. Kron with a mega start goes, amazing traction on there, and Madbird goes through into 3rd place ahead of Stairs. That's another great start from, and there's someone else coming up the inside. I can't quite see who that is, but Stairs goes deep into turn 1 and goes around the outside. A little bit of contact there with Madbird, and Kron is in 2nd place. Xerus safely off the line there, and Madbird trying to go around the outside there. Stairs with a little bit of
contact,
a little bit of oversteer there. That was very unfortunate there for Madbird. Madbird tried to go up the inside there, and just as Stairs lost it. And look at all those cars behind Stairs hunting him down.
Yeah, they've managed to back up the pack a little bit. Xerus and Kron have gotten away pretty well.
Kron and Jay look like they're a lot closer to each other than Stairs is to them. So Stairs.
Kron and Xerus.
What did I say?
Kron and Jay.
I'm a dickhead. Oh my goodness, look at the closing under braking that Madbird had. So I don't know whether he just missed his braking point or Stairs took him by surprise by how early he braked for that corner, but that was interesting.
It was. Luckily there was no contact. That could have been pretty calamitous for both of their races, but
indeed. Tricky track to follow on. It's a lot of technical corners, chicanes,
goes wide. Fast
lefts and rights here and there, and really only 1 or 2 overtaking spots around here. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, how much wheel-to-wheel action we do get today. Oh, it looks like Stairs has just chucked it into reverse, spun out quite. He's managed to recover it, but quite a few car lengths, gained back by Madbird there. So he's right on the tail of Stairs now.
Yeah, there was Madbird didn't even know that had happened until he came around the corner, and suddenly Stairs was pretty much right in front of his face. So. No detection point before the first DRS zone of this lap, but DRS will be activated as of next lap.
Oh, that's right. Xerus has set the fastest lap of the race, so he's in a class of his own.
Yeah, just extending his lead, although Kron seems to be sticking with him pretty well from looking at the minimap. But
yeah, Kron way off in the distance at this stage from Stairs. And Madbird very close to Stairs here. He's gone for the inside there, but ended up hitting the back of Stairs as he swept into that corner, trying to go for the wide line. And this put Jay right on the tail of these 2 drivers.
Yeah, Madbird pulls over to let him go past again because basically just shunted him off the road. And Jay has taken that as a huge opportunity to catch up as Madbird goes wide.
And that's not going to help. Jay right on the inside. He's going for the left. Oh, it looks like he bumped in the mirror. He's gone up over the curb and got a little bit of air, I think.
So if you want to drift around a
No,
corner,
they can't.
hit curves on the last corner.
Sound advice from Frag there. Oh, we just lost Mono from the race, disconnected. And that happened. Stairs looks like he's caught a little bit on Cron here. I think Cron's being held up by the lapped car Bagsy.
Yeah, we heard just before that Bagsy pulled out pretty much into the path of Xeris. So
Look at them along the straight there. They're sort of hitting. Oh my God! They've made contact. Bagsy shunted Cron just off the road, and that's cost Cron quite a lot of distance on Stairs.
Yes.
And Madbird's closed up too.
Yeah, Stairs is right behind Cron and Madbird following straight behind. So, as Madbird has a look up the inside, but Stairs just closes the door as we head onto the straight.
Yeah, so Madbird, the big winner out of that exchange. Stairs closes up under braking here. He'll have DRS for the first time on Cron around the next lap. Oh, and it looks like Cron's peeling off into the pits, so Stairs will have DRS, but it obviously won't be overtaking Cron with that. So Cron may well get the undercut with that.
You'd expect Madbird and Stairs probably to be coming in the next lap, maybe.
Yeah, so Madbird with DRS as well. I can see there he is, got it open. Very difficult to overtake into this corner. It's such a short DRS zone, and we've got the brake marker boards. Looks like they've been taken out by someone. Oh, Stairs makes a mistake on that fast left-hander, and that's allowed Madbird to gain quite a few car lengths there, Madbird.
Yeah, there's just nowhere for him to really use it though around this part of the track. It's just
Yeah, and all the brake marker boards, at least that previous corner, I don't know about the next corner, but they seem to have been knocked off the track there, so that's going to make it difficult for these guys, especially with wearing tyres. So we'll see if Stairs does, and it looks like he is peeling into the pit lane, as does Madbird.
ooh, nearly ran off into the wall as Heathy did last season.
Yes, and we saw Madbird do that in Germany earlier this year.
Just last week, actually.
Argyle, what can you see?
Yeah, Xeris has just cleared the pit lane before these guys come through. We got the Lotus has had to wait for Stairs to come through. They're both gone onto the white striped hardened tyre, but that's the crucial thing there. Xeris, an entire pit stop ahead of these two.
Yes, now Cron has got ahead of Stairs in this as well. That's the crucial thing. You can see the gap that Cron has to Stairs is much larger than it was before Cron went into the pits, so the undercut working a treat for him there.
Yeah, that lap of new tyres helping out immensely as Mabo cuts a corner there.
Well, fastest lap from Cron on those new primes, so he's got a real pace on this in this stint.
Yeah, he's streaming away from Stairs and Madbird at this stage, and although Xeris probably wouldn't be feeling under threat at this stage, he's going to be getting worried if this continues for much longer.
Yes, most certainly. Madbird's just dropped it back a little bit, and that's a fastest lap from Stairs, a 1:22.3. So he's got the bit between his teeth. So we've got in the pit lane, we've got a Hungarian gentleman named Svek. Hello, Svek.
Yes.
Hi, Svek. How are you?
Hello. I am good. Yes, I am good.
That's good. I understand you're employed here as a flag marshal.
Yes, I am flag marshal. I wave the cloth.
That's
and occasionally they send me out to replace signs that get knocked down.
Oh, good. And well, you've probably been quite busy this race because a number of signs have been knocked over, Svek.
Yes, we've almost run through our allotment of brake marker boards and priority signs, which they seem to be dropping like flies.
I didn't know there was an allotment of that because most races you don't see the brake marker boards getting knocked over, do you?
No, you don't. But we always keep a surplus just in case, you know. It is possible that something will go wrong and
Right.
the brake marker board will be broken, and if you break the brake marker board, then the people behind you do not know where to brake, which is not good.
So you might get rear-ended, which doesn't do.
No, rear ending very bad. No,
Yeah.
I need that's why you have dash cam, so you can prove you didn't rear end when someone just brakes to a stop in front of you. Is insane. These people.
Well, it's good to see the level of preparation you've got here in Hungary, Svek.
Yes, well, you know, we don't really have anything else to do with our year apart from prepare for the Grand Prix because, to be honest, Hungary is a little bit of a shithole.
Oh, okay. Well, Svek, we're going to cut back to the action here because Stairs is trying to go around the outside of Kron and didn't quite have it there, but he's got a bit of a run on Kron here. He's caught up quite immensely in the last few laps, Madbird.
Yes, it looked like I just saw they went past my boot. They looked like they're very close together.
Svek, we're talking to Madbird now.
Oh, okay. Yes, alright, so it looks like the Kron is caught right up to Stairs. Or vice versa even. Stairs is caught right up to Kron. Madbird is not too far behind, but
yeah.
Still hoping that they'll be too confused with battling each other to have consistent lap pace.
Times. Yeah, no, it's well, Stairs actually lost a few car lengths on this twisty section of it, but he did have a go in the first few corners.
He had a go.
He had a go.
He did have a go.
He did have a go. Nothing came of it, but he had a go. And that's the Australian way.
You can see Madbird improving on his lap time, whereas Stairs has lost about a second from this battling with Kron.
Yeah, well, we're just crossing the DRS activate, or the detection point right here, and he was definitely within a second, I should say, so we'll be wanting to get a good exit. He doesn't look like he's close enough, although I can see the Caterham just getting a little bit bigger in the screen, and there he is. Kron goes for the inside of the defensive line, Stairs all the way around the outside in turn 1. You can see the proximity arrows. They're side by side. He's got to have the DRS coming in. He's got the inside for the next corner. It looks like he may well have this as long as he doesn't outbrake himself coming into this corner. Very difficult with no brake marker boards. Svek really needs to get back on the job and get those marker boards replaced. But there we go. He's got the line and he's got the position done. Beautiful move.
Yeah, that was some clutch racing right there from Stairs. He just swung around the outside and had the pace and the grip to keep up with Kron as he went around the inside, but managed to get the inside on the next corner and job done.
Yeah, he had much better traction around the outside, and he had faith that Kron wasn't going to outbrake himself or understeer into the side of the McLaren. So good racing all round.
Yeah, it's always good when you can trust the guy that you're trying to overtake not to make a silly mistake. And when you know it's Kron, you know he's someone experienced. He's not going to do something like that to compromise both your races.
We didn't talk too much about Fred, who was our pit reporter for Canada. Resigned, and we must respect his wishes, mustn't we, Madbird?
We must, when your family will die in a horrible nuclear accident, you need to take some time off from the work, and we respect that.
Yes. I was unaware that was why he resigned, but he's a private man, and I'm sure that's why he didn't tell me that was why he resigned.
Well, I mean, he told me, and he told everybody else, so I'm not sure why he wouldn't tell you, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I did. I found out. I did my research and found out exactly how, because I was under the impression that New Zealand didn't actually have any nuclear power plants, but that's when I found out that they were on a holiday to Japan for a tour of the Fukushima nuclear power plant, and for some reason they went inside the reactor while it was on.
And then unfortunately there was the that was just in time for the earthquake and the tsunami to hit. That obviously there was horrible radiation leaks from that nuclear station. So
now this just a bit. This was 2 years ago. And that was before he was actually hired with us. So.
Yeah, but he, some of these things, the grief takes a while to, you have to process it.
Oh, it seeps in, does it?
It takes you a while to actually
seeps
realize
in like a slow dripping drainage system.
Yeah, it takes a little while for
the
you
sort of irrigation that you have for vineyards. And
it takes you a little while to realize that your family is in fact dead and probably died horribly painfully of radiation burns.
She's got her asparagus plants irrigated with small little drip feeding pipes that she got from Bunnings. Yeah. The Romans came up with the aqueduct, which is quite an amazing way of keeping plants watered, and certainly helped feed that civilization.
Yes, well, as I was saying, every door you close opens a window, and luckily for us,
Argyle, what do you have for us?
Oh yeah, the McLaren team are fitting a new set of primes. Lap 17, I think he might go out onto the track with those tyres.
Thank you, Argyle. If I could finish my analogy that I've been trying to make for the past about 10 minutes, it feels like.
Every door that closes opens a window, and luckily for us, the rowdy Scotsman
window?
Argyle climbed in through that window.
Oh, okay. Well, this is true. Oh, and Argyle there proving us now says, you know, he was there in the pit lane ready when the McLaren guys had those tyres ready. So
Yeah, with a consistent accent and everything, which I felt like Fred was possibly lacking.
yeah, well, that's something that I think Fred may work on, and we may see him again in the future. But I don't know. He seemed like quite a happy bloke, despite the fact that his entire family died of nuclear radiation. Well, you know that world hunger was solved by a Jewish man who invented a key component in the ingredient for many fertilizers.
Oh, that's fascinating. So Madbird,
Ironically, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Madbird still hasn't pit and has pushed up into P1 as Zurich, Stairs and Chronoval pit, but
Ironically, that ingredient was later used in the gas chambers by Hitler to kill many Jews. So funny that was a Jew facilitated the death of many Jews. Maybe not funny, but anyway, we got Cron on the back of Stairs, ready to pounce on any mistakes. Yeah, Cron seems to have a lot of pace at this stint. But at least Stairs has got past Cron. I think something we probably just glossed over is Stairs pit. Cron must have pitted roughly on the same lap, and he's still behind. So
yeah, he's not too far behind. You can see him there in the mirrors, but
a little bit
actually,
wide.
can you? Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, you can see him in the
can see him
right-hand
in
mirror
there.
there as they go through that right-hand corner there, and as they're coming up to a lap to run, so Stairs will be very anxious not to lose any time behind Frag, I think it is.
Yes, the Lotus team, they're ready. They've got those new options ready, so I doubt they'll be able to go to the end of the race on those tyres, but good luck to them.
Look at that corner.
Oh, he's touched the curb.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh, that's some close racing.
Now that's something that happened. Certainly not respecting the blue flags quite as much as he did for the others, and that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely not. That slowed Madbird down probably about a second and a half,
Apex.
maybe 2 seconds this lap. Just
Rear wing.
not big. He had so much more pace than the Mercedes, but
Yeah.
just wasn't able to get past.
He's been right royally fucked. Being killed has a pretty negative effect on one's morale.
I can imagine.
Oh, Stairs goes just a little bit wide on that fast, and that look, you can see the proximity arrow. Cron is trying to make it the way through. Stairs hugs the apex so that Cron doesn't go up the inside. Stairs under real pressure here.
Yeah, it's this is when you see their medal when they're under pressure from a experienced racer like Cron.
Wow. Yeah, and especially on a track like this, that he seems to be able to overcome the deficiencies of that Caterham around a track where driver skill really is paramount.
What brought down the Roman Empire?
Yeah.
In short, it was the Gauls and the or whoever, the Mongols or whoever it was that burned and sacked Rome. That sort of split them up a bit.
Oh.
And then so then the Roman Empire got split in two because there were two sons. There was the East Roman Empire and the West Roman Empire.
Right.
The East Roman Empire was basically like Rome.
Two sons.
Rome and eastward of it to like
That would have
Spain
been
and
hot.
all
They
that.
didn't have air conditioning, did they?
Yeah, little known fact is that the Romans invented air conditioning.
Oh, good.
And
Was
then
that
there was
on the
West-
back of the aqueduct?
And then there was the Western Roman Empire, which was all of sort of Greece and Constantinople, what became
Ah,
the
yeah.
Byzantine Empire.
Oh,
Yeah, and all of like sort of the Holy Land and stuff. But then obviously the Islam was coming up quite a bit at that stage, and they were
That's a shame.
little known fact is that for most of history, the Islamic area of the world was much more culturally and technologically.
Oh, so they weren't always complete assholes.
No, they were for a long time they were very happy with other religions being in their land, and
Right, yeah, and then planes were invented.
yeah, exactly. My favorite crusade was the Fourth Crusade because basically the Pope was like, oh yeah, we need to go, Jerusalem's been taken by Egypt, so we need to go rescue Jerusalem. And apparently 50,000 people said, yeah, we'll come.
Wow.
And so, but they didn't want to wander all the way down there because that's quite a long way from Europe down to.
They didn't have cars.
Exactly. So, Venice, as in the city-state, was we'll build a big fleet for you.
Yeah.
And then
Did they have the gondolas?
no, they had actual like ships, like galleys and stuff.
Oh, right.
Anyway,
Good on 'em.
Then by the time that they were ready to go, only 10,000 people actually showed up. So
Ah.
the other 40,000
They
were like,
piked out.
the other 40,000 were like, actually, I've got a meeting tomorrow
Yeah,
morning.
okay.
And so they
Just
got
need to
there.
go to the bathroom first.
Exactly.
See you there.
I'll see you in about 10 hours. But those
Yeah.
those 10,000 couldn't pay the Venetians for their big fleet
For
all
their
by
blinds?
themselves. Yeah, all that. And so Venice was like, hey, we'll transport you down to Jerusalem if you help us take this city, like this rebel city. But then the Pope was like, hey, that rebel city that you're attacking is actually Catholic. So he excommunicated the Venetians and those 10,000 men.
And he said, you may have no prophylactics.
Exactly. And then... and then
Not that
the,
prophylactics have been invented, I don't
and then
know.
the Byzantine Empire was like, hey, if you help us with this rebellion, I'll give you a lot of money.
That's
then-
always a good incentive.
Exactly. So the 10,000 men went over to help him, but then they lost the war, and then all of Europe invaded the Byzantines. So really,
All of Europe.
all of Catholic Europe.
Okay, right.
Invaded the Byzantines. So
I guess they wanted to stop having sex.
really, the fourth crusade was just an enormous clusterfuck.
Well, most wars are.
It's very profound. Thank you, Stairs.
Well, I once drank milk.
What sort of milk?
Dairy milk.
Oh, okay, so it's from a cow.
None of that soy shit.
No. Well, they reckon that soy is going to be the staple ingredient for everything in the future because we're going to run out of everything else.
Yeah. That can fuck right off.
If you imagine eating like a shrimp, but then you replace the shrimp with like a grasshopper or something, it's pretty much the same.
witchetty grub? The Aboriginals have
witchetty
been doing
grubs?
it for years.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
look at that fucking witchetty grub!
I've always thought I remember I ate them once in primary school and I thought it was fucking disgusting, but I always thought they looked pretty.
Oh, yeah, but you're eating it raw and
They looked
still
pretty
alive.
juicy.
Yeah.
What was the other stuff where you had like that
Didgeridoos?
No, the food.
Boomerangs.
The bread stuff, whatever it was called.
Kangaroo meat.
No, there's like we had which.
Oh, damper.
Damper bread, yes.
Yeah, that was
That
awful.
was fucking terrible, yeah.
Let's make a cylinder that can make...
Anyway, back to the race.
So Madbird is up in the third place, so Xerus is pit by the looks of it.
Oh, and I think I can see Stairs coming into the pit lane.
Argyle, what's going on? Oh, and Madbird, the Lotus, and McLaren, what's going on?
Yeah, they're both in the pit lane. They've got prime tyres for Stairs, so he's going for the three primes. He's had to wait for Lotus once again. I can't believe it's just that they're trading. They're just taking time off each other. And new tyres for the Lotus as well. I mean, there's no other reason why he'd pit, but he's got the option tyres on, so they both go into the end of this race, but on different tyres. That is going to be interesting.
Yes, I agree, Argyle, that it's going to be very interesting.
Is that you, Svek?
And yes, hello, sorry.
Hi, how did you get in here?
I've been listening in. I've just been listening in, and
But you are also a flag marshal, so what if a yellow flag were to happen and you need to wave the yellow cloth flag?
well, it hasn't happened.
Yeah, but that's sort of that's not the best way of thinking of it, but because you need to be able to anticipate what will happen in the future, and what if an incident occurs that requires the use of a yellow flag? You won't be there.
Oh, he's gone. Okay, so it looks
I didn't want to answer that, did he?
apparently not.
Okay. Yeah, well, we got Cron's only about 7/10 of a second behind Stairs, so while these two are nose to tail, Madbird may well have an opportunity to close that gap.
Xerus sets another fastest lap, 121 dead
Pretty much, which is incredibly fast.
Yeah, he's in a league of his own today, Xerus. You see that proximity arrow, Cron just applying the pressure, hoping Stairs will make a mistake. And the brake marker boards, once more, they disappeared. I think Svek needs to get back on the job there, because no brake marker boards on turn 2. Stairs is...
it's ticking.
Yeah, I won't worry about it. Oh, wait, Stairs has gone a little bit deep in the chicane. That's going to... You can see Cron right on the tail. He's taken advantage of that. There's nose to tail, arse to butts. Very, very close.
Yeah, nuts to butts up there between the Caterham and the McLaren. You can see from that proximity. I mean, He's
Oh,
just sliding back and forth, waiting for his opportunity to strike. It might be on the start-finish straight with DRS.
Stairs makes one mistake, Cron straight through into second place. And he's got
Oh, he
caught him.
might have just made it.
Stairs got caught in the gutter just a little bit as he went through that corner, and he's closing the exit there so that he can get a good run, and Cron doesn't get alongside him. But he's right there behind him. Stairs has to switch up to risk. Look at the Cron coming up. He's gone around the inside, and they're going to be side by side going into the first corner. Stairs going around the outside like he did earlier in the race. Better traction out of that corner, but Stairs this time doesn't have DRS. It's Cron with DRS, so they're still going to be side by side coming into the second corner. Stairs going for the inside. Cron is still alongside. Stairs not squeezing him out. They're side by side still. Almost halfway into the lap, coming up to this fast left-hander. There's nowhere through there for Cron.
Cron just dropped back a little bit, but that was incredibly close there. Cron could have nearly had that position done, but Stairs just managed to keep cool head and edge his way back in front.
Cron
has dropped off a little bit. Madbird's caught up immensely. He's actually in DRS range again for the first time in probably about 10 laps. So he's gonna be wanting Cron in the very near future while these tires hold up.
Certainly will. We want to get the job done before the tyres go away, because then Cron will be right back with him. Cron's got the prime tyre, has he not?
I think he has. We can possibly. Yep, there's the white walls there. So that's the prime tires.
Yeah. So
Madbird is one lap down on fuel, so he's going to need to go into lean at some stage. Remember.
Madbird gained quite a few car lengths as they went through that fast left uphill corner.
Yeah, it looks like Madbird's keeping pace through the. It's just that Cron's getting away around the slow corners.
But he does look like he's close enough to make a DRS, or to open the DRS. Although he just had a little bit of a moment of an oversteer coming through that corner.
Yeah, dropped back a car length or so, but it looks like he might still be in DRS.
Yeah, whether or not he'll be able to do anything about it, I don't know. Zero sets another fastest lap of the race, dips into the 120s.
Look at the closing speed from the Lotus as Cron moves in to defend the inside, but
yeah, he likes that inside line. This time Madbird can't go around the outside, and the position is still in dispute. Oh, a bit of dust there. They drive through as Madbird just... Oh my god, we just had Bagsy's destroyed his vehicle. Did not finish for Bagsy. Don't know what happened there. We haven't seen too much of him this race, but a bad qualifying goes to an unfortunate end for his race. What about Michelle?
Who's Michelle?
She's the catering lady. She brought me a glass of milk earlier today.
Well, what's she gonna do with it?
Put it in the fridge. Oh, we got Madbird going down the inside of Cron. Here he is. He's got it for the inside this time. Cron just didn't go the defensive line, but he's got the inside for the next corner, and he will actually have the best line. I don't know what happened to Madbird there. Just didn't get the traction out of turn one, even though he had DRS. And Cron holds on to third for now. That podium position is very much in dispute.
Oh yeah, sorry I missed that. I was just Michelle's just coming down. She'll come pick up what the what's a who's it.
Okay, no worries. Oh, Madbird goes very close to the entrance of the pit wall there. He's playing with fire there, isn't he?
Why would Svek want to blow us up?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. Maybe he's frustrated.
I'm scared now.
Ah, no, but he's gone home. Oh, Crag.
Oh, frag.
Oh, interesting.
I've been a little bit frustrated, I think. The couple of times he's been behind Frag, he's kept him up pretty hard.
Well,
so.
he's lost a lot of distance on Cron as he's down to
lean, so that is not going to help.
Yeah, so he needs to fuel save. He's recognised the need, having had a few fuel saving shenanigans in prior races. And meanwhile, Stairs still in rich. He's got a lap to spare, so he's quite comfortable now. I can't see exactly what the gap is to Cron yet, but looking behind, fairly comfortable. So he just got to keep it on the road, and he nets a comfortable 18 points. Very good for his championship charge. We're on the final lap of the race. I think it's about a 15-second lap, rather a 15-second gap to Xeris from Stairs there. So Xeris is just going to be nursing at home, doesn't want to put it in the wall or anything, and that'll be his first victory of the series. Look how red those tyres are for Madbird. They're very, very old.
Yeah, those they're not happy. If he had,
Luckily, there's a big gap between him and Jay behind. Otherwise, 7 seconds. Otherwise, Jay would totally have him.
He should be safe. So,
Although he has just run out of fuel by the looks of it. He's lurching a bit.
oh, that's going to be a bit of a worry there. So, victory goes to Xeris in spectacular fashion. He really dominated all weekend long and all race long.
He did, as we head over to have a look at the race results. We've got Xeris, obviously, 49 minutes in the Ferrari, 14 seconds ahead of second place Stairs. So that was a dominant performance from the Ferrari.
Yeah, good battle all race long between Stairs, Cron and Madbird. So Cron bags the final position on the podium there, and Madbird in the end dropped a little bit further back, having run out of fuel for, what was that, the second consecutive race.
Yeah, with Jay just behind him. He was if he'd run out of fuel a little bit earlier in that lap, I think Jay would have been able to trounce him there for fourth position. But as it is, Jay finishes fifth, 4 seconds down on Madbird, with Goofy about 13 seconds down on him in sixth position.
Rado once more gets the points over his more experienced teammate there, Megatron. Rambo finishes 8th, so a bit further back than he would have liked. Although with Mono not finishing, he gets a couple of vital points back in that inter-team battle.
Yeah, Megatron, as we said, outraced by his teammate again, but also 1 lap down, which is very odd for Megatron. Doesn't often get lapped with a. Frag 2 laps down, and Bagsy, of course, destroyed his vehicle, and Mono had technical difficulties and dropped out.
Yeah, Bagsy had what could probably be described as a difficult afternoon in Hungary. So Cron, with another strong performance, extends his championship lead over JJ to 13 points.
Yeah.
Stairs with his second place, gaining a little bit on Jay with 140 points.
Yeah, Madbird doesn't move up that much, but extends 10-point lead over Mono in 5th position.
Yeah, so he moves ahead of Mono in the championship standings. Rambo 95 points. So let's see the gap between himself and his teammate there. That's only about 20 points there. So it'll be interesting to see how that shakes out at the end of the season.
Yep, Xeris with his first win bounces himself straight up into 7th position with 77 points.
Yeah, it's quite safe now from the guys behind him. Goofball there with 55 points. The 2 Toro Rosso drivers there with 46 and 32 points respectively. And no points today for Maurizio. Frag gets a single point, moving his total to 3.
Yep, so next week we are off to Belgium.
yeah. So I've been Madbird,
And off it Stairs.
and that's been Argyle down in the pits.
Oh, tripped over.